Well, Charlotte, it has been 25 years since the start of Amp Corp. We're celebrating our 25th year.
Wow.
You started filming with us in 2003, so we're just a little short of
Whew.
that, but still
Wow.
quite a long time.
Yeah, that's amazing to think about.
I was thinking today a little bit about how much has changed in 25 years and what is the biggest fundamental difference. And of course, I have a 3-year-old right now. I have another little one on the way, and then of course I teach high school and middle school, so I know what the kids are up to these days. And I think one of the biggest things that's changed is just the on-demand entertainment for everyone, but especially like kids. I don't think they play outside as much anymore. I think they
No.
spend so much more time on video games, and also that they're like theoretically social video games that you talk to people around the world as you play, which is in some sense awesome, and in another sense kind of, I don't know, creepy and antisocial too. I don't know what
Yeah.
you think about that.
Yeah. No, that's real. I mean, how can you resist something like, but it's just so much less, energy. Yeah, I think what stands out to me is like just how you have to sort of have a virtual presence in a sense. It's like I think the fact that you can get in touch with somebody or see exactly what's going on in their life, whenever you want is like it's great in a way because it makes us feel maybe more connected, but it's also sort of a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It's definitely it's a virtual world now.
I love how I can stay in contact and kind of know what's going on in lives of old friends and stuff. But at the same time, I and I don't think I'm even really that bad, but I sometimes find myself just like scrolling mindlessly, and it's like, why
Yep.
am I doing this? I'm not seeing anything from my friends anymore. Now it's just ads and
My gosh.
annoying posts that they're trying to get you to click on the comments with intentional mistakes and things like that.
Yes. Exactly. It drives me nuts, but that's how it reels you in.
Yeah. So more and more, I use the like using the direct messaging type stuff, and like
Yeah.
with the
Yep.
Lyft group on Facebook. I love being in contact with the guys there,
Oh, nice. Okay, good. I'm glad you're still.
but I have to really watch myself with the scrolling and
Yeah.
wasting time.
I gotta start setting timers, This is the amount of time I'm allowed to scroll a day.
Yeah. Do you ever
Just
feel like
mindlessly scroll.
you need to check your work email all the time when you're not at
Yeah.
work? Yeah.
Yep. It's yep. And then the constant division of your attention too. It's
Yeah.
like just you feel so tired at the end of the day.
There's no real checking out of work.
No. No, it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah. You're always reachable, so it's hard to check out.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, this has been fun.
yeah, right. Life has gotten so much worse over the last 25 years. I mean, there are definitely things that are better, too. I think about
Definitely.
the awesome stuff with YouTube, how you can share things. Of course, YouTube is its own thing that I could complain about with all the ads and how the algorithms don't really
Oh,
favor independent, makers anymore. But anyway,
yeah, that's
there are
there
a
is
lot of
that.
good things that have happened, too.
It certainly looks better. Yeah.
But we are going to go back nearly 25 years. I guess it would be, 22 years to 2003? Am I doing the math right?
Yes. Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah,
To
that sounds right.
our very first, well, how is this? So, do you remember we did Peter and Avery Mysteries, which
Oh, I were,
was
yes.
kind of a pilot series that we never really went beyond the first, 2 episodes, and
Yeah, that's true.
so this was James Crabb
have
was
the
our
attention span.
first real 3 or more episode series that we maintained for a long time. And we're going back to the first day of filming, the second episode we filmed, Asson Chop. So this is Scene by Scene. I'm Mark Gross,
And I'm Charlotte Ferris.
and we're going to be going back 20 what did I say, 22 years?
22, yes.
To Asson Chop, the second James Crabb episode, filmed in summer of 2003, shortly. I think it was at the end of summer. I think we went to the beach late that summer. We got our hermit crabs. You came over for a visit, and we're like, oh, we got to film something with these hermit crabs.
We gotta torch their crabs.
And, yeah. And there came the next 3 years of our lives. Hermit crab adventures. So, we start with a very dramatic Asson Chop and a shrill scream.
The first of many.
Yes. With the close-up on the sword.
I did think that was, like, amazingly artful for the time, you know?
I thought that, too. Not especially well executed, but...
No, but, like, the idea was there.
An artful idea.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a thought that counts.
Yeah.
So, anyway, after that, we learn from James Crabb, sitting at his crime computer, which is actually a dustbuster charger. He says, oh no, there's a bad guy named Asson, and he's trying to chop people all over the city. So, Asson Chop, he yells it again, once more of many, many more times in this episode. And now he's in James Crabb's house, and he tries to chop James Crabb with his sword. He says Asson Chop a lot more, and then leaves. And James Crabb remarks, he left. And then we get to this famous shot of Asson chasing Avery around the coffee table, unable to chop her somehow. She's outrunning him.
Who knows? Who knows why?
Somehow. Do you remember the deep acting choices that went into this scene?
No. What?
I don't either. I was hoping maybe you did.
Oh, no. No, I don't know what inspired a lot of this to begin with. It's just, yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I remember that much.
It was. Just being nutcases for a day.
So, James Crabb puts on his special rope. This is the first time we see it.
Oh, man. Yes.
So, in the first episode of James Crabb is like giant because we use little action figures like a little Power Ranger and a miniature horse.
I forgot the scale changed.
Yeah, so in that episode, James Crabb like attacks the Power Ranger by climbing on his head and, I don't know, ripping his brains out or something.
Real horror movie stuff.
Yeah. It really did look pretty horrific. But in this episode, because he's back to regular hermit crab size, he needs this special rope to swing around.
Yeah.
Kind of like Spider-Man, I guess, but it's unclear what the rope hangs off of, or...
Yeah. Just...
Whatever it is
it's
off
that
screen.
Magic. Yep.
Movie magic.
Yep.
And so he uses his special rope to kind of hit Asson on the head, and Asson screams and runs away.
Oh, yeah. I always... You could hear so much, like directing and laughing and commenting in the background of this
Whispering.
episode. Yeah.
There's one point, I'll point it out soon, where we see your feet because you're like creeping into the frame to see what's happening.
Oh, no.
So Charlotte,
really
your character, your character thanks James Crabb. He says all in a day's work, and I guess they figure it's safe now because now Avery is sleeping on the couch in broad daylight, covered in pillows.
Yeah.
I don't know. Must be maybe she has a bad back and needs to use the couch, but
maybe.
Asson turns on the light, even though it's broad daylight, and attacks Avery, who screams again and runs away.
Man.
James Crabb says, "Not again." I'm not sure if
sounding more annoyed than scared.
More annoyed than concerned.
Yeah.
All this screaming, I want to get some sleep.
Yep.
But notice...
Also in the middle of the day.
Yeah, right. He has a tiny little bedroom in that open floor plan box house that I made for him.
Yes. It was
very,
so great.
very modern house.
Yes, it was.
But, you know, when you're a superhero hermit crab, you live in luxury, I guess.
You do. It just comes with the territory.
So, he goes he goes into Avery's apartment. She says, "James Crabb, he went into that apartment. He almost killed me." And you have to wonder if he really did almost kill her. And also, what is his motivation?
That really seems like it. I don't know. He's just out to kill. I don't know.
He's just bad.
Yeah, he's just bad. We don't know why. No backstory needed.
This is about, let's see, how old would we have been? I would have been 11.
Oh, man.
And you would have been about 3 years younger. So...
So 8. Okay. That checks out.
Yeah, that's about 8 to 11-year-old writing genius, I guess.
I mean, it's just, sometimes evil can't be explained, you know?
Because evil never dies.
Never dies. As much as you may try to kill it.
Well, on that note, we see James Crabb enter Asson's apartment without a warrant, I would add. We also notice the apartment is exactly identical to Avery's apartment. So Asson is working on building a gun. There's definitely a line in there that got cut because it just skips to like James Crabb looking and then saying, "I better warn Avery," and there's a little jump cut.
I'm so curious. What
probably was just
make
like
the cut here?
He's making a gun or something, but I hit the button too fast and it got chopped out.
Man.
So
making a gun is an interesting one.
To be fair, it looks like it was mostly already made. I think he was just doing the finishing touches.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, that checks out.
He yells, "Asson Chop," holds up the gun above his head, and we hear the epic music, da-da-da.
Another iconic shot, yeah.
Which is all done, how would you say that, vocally. Vocal music throughout the
my
whole
gosh, yes.
episode.
Oh, the good old days.
Avery is standing expressionless in the middle of the room. And when James Crabb approaches and says, "Oh, Avery, he has a gun, he's going to shoot you," she gasps. Asson enters and screams the loudest yet, "Asson Chop!" and shoots Avery, who cowers and covers her head in the corner. He tries... Yeah.
Sorry.
And at one point it sounds like cries a little bit too.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
And Asson tries to hit James Crabb with the gun. The James Bond music is being vocally played
sung
from behind the camera.
Oh, man.
And James Crabb scares off Asson with a dustbuster. That, I think, was based on Pat, when we were really little. Pat, he had, like, fluid in his ears. He needed to get tubes when he was, like, 3 years old because he couldn't hear right. But he was really sensitive to loud sounds, and he would get afraid of the vacuum cleaner. And so I think we were kind of channeling that backstory.
Oh, my gosh. Here, Pat, here's some trauma. Let's channel it into some art.
Hey, the best art comes from trauma,
pain.
historically.
Yep.
Asson has a new gun, and in that moment, he has switched guns as he runs away. That gun has not been introduced yet. It will be introduced in the next scene. Avery says, "Thanks, James Crabb, you got rid of him." And James Crabb says, "But not for long." And what do you say, Charlotte?
I just repeat for some reason, "But not for long."
And notice how instead of stopping the camera, I kind of like turn it away a little bit as if that will hide this awkwardly repeated line.
Yep. You fixed it.
Pre-editing days.
And we got one take. We're like, let's do that one again.
Now we see Asson working on building the new gun that he inexplicably also had in the previous scene. We hear the James Bond music again verbally played from behind the camera, and James Crabb shouts rather foolishly, "There you are." Asson grabs James Crabb and puts him in a cage. This is where we can see your feet as you're kind of creeping forward to look at what Pat is doing.
There was going on.
This time, I guess we thought in the last shot it looked kind of silly for you to just be standing there. So we had you doing
Now it's
something
silly.
this time.
Oh, wow, okay.
Sitting,
Right.
looking at a flip-flop on a stool.
Yep. Sounds about right.
And Asson enters and says, I have James Crabb in this cage. And I don't know why you didn't lock the door at this point, but anyway.
I don't know, really. It seems like I kind of deserve to be chopped at this point.
And so Pat shot you for, to make it look realistic, shot you with this, like, Nerf gun. And I remember
this was when...
you were cringing,
I got
really
it mixed
afraid
up.
to get hit.
Yes! Well...
That's when you fell and
the
started
Nerfs
laughing.
were real.
Stunts.
Yes. Yeah. No stunt doubles here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then as Asson laughs evilly and says, the world will be mine, James Crabb escapes the cage. Asson continues to laugh, ha 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 ha, yuck, 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 yuck. And
he was
then
running out of different ways to laugh by the end, I could tell.
different evil ways to laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we have the famous music. And as James Crabb approaches Asson says, there you are, and accidentally shoots himself. James Crabb says, he shot the wrong way. And fortunately now, Asson is dead. And James Crabb says, oh, he's dead. Now to go wake Avery, because apparently even though Avery was shot with the same gun, she was not dead, just asleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's the
Also
difference
confusing.
between good guys and bad guys.
Yeah, there you go. That's the moral.
So later, Avery thanks James Crabb for capturing Asson. He almost killed her, except apparently not, because she was just asleep. James Crabb says all in a day's work. And then we got our... for the first few episodes at the end, James Crabb's girlfriend would always call. And she says, hey, James, want to go climbing? And he says, sorry, but sometimes I feel caged up climbing, and I don't feel like being caged up anymore today.
I always love those. I felt like...
It's supposed to be a little witty levity at the end.
Yeah, I remember thinking that was so creative.
Even though the jokes were so bad.
So bad, but it's like, we tied it all together, we brought it back. That was A+.
And then we have the end credits when Pat kisses you on the hair, and we go through the credits.
It's so weird.
Again,
spoken.
So I take credit for James Crabb, Pat takes credit for Asson, and you say, girlfriend and what's her name? And so I told you Avery, and you said girlfriend and Avery, Charlotte Ferris, by Amp Productions. This was the year that we founded D-Dab Productions, but for those first 2 episodes we didn't use that name yet, but eventually James Crabb will be produced by D-Dab Productions. All right, well,
wow,
there it is.
Adventure.
A great
I forgot
adventure.
how many times Asson returned. It was a lot.
Yeah. He became the sort of best recurring bad guy, but
Yeah.
I don't know. If anyone's listened to this whole episode, I wonder if it's as funny to them as it is to us, but it definitely, to look back at these, always makes me laugh. And cringe a little bit, too.
A little bit, but it's part of the fun.
But hey, we were about 10 years old. What do you expect?
Yeah. At least we weren't scrolling through social media.
And there you have it. The perfect way to come full circle and end our episode. Back in the days before we were playing social media and video games all the time.
Yeah.
But that is Scene by Scene. Thanks for listening. Produced by GK Music and Magic Voice Records.